I'm the bomb like tick, tick.
Do it now.
What's up, guys? This is Mentality Clinic. Right now, we are taking you live inside United Arab Emirates. Okay, talking about accommodation issue. Okay, we want no one to read negative meaning to this video because we appreciate the government of this country and the wonderful works they are doing. Right now, you can see we are traveling from Habshan to Abu Dhabi City. We are traveling with a coaster bus, 80 kilometers per hour. We drove like 2 hours plus journey. This is how the road is all through. Very wide. You can see the beautiful lights. You can see the flowers. Okay. Sometimes it's like you don't even need light in your car to drive the road because everywhere is shining. Even as expensive it is to plant flowers in this country, but yet the government designed everywhere with flowers. Okay, it is even the light that tells you there is a city ahead of you or there is a diversion ahead of you. Wonderful work. So it is this beauty that attracts my people to come, especially from Nigeria. Okay, especially Dubai. Most people don't even know that Dubai is a state, and that Dubai is not the country. That the country is United Arab Emirates. So they come with that high expectation of Dubai. Agent will tell you they have job for you, 3,000 dirham, 4,000 dirham. But when you get here, sometimes you get to the airport, they will not pick your call. So that's why we'll let you to know what's up. You might come here with a university or high school certificate, but most times we have cleaners. We have a graduate doing cleaners here from Africa. So you might definitely start from the category 5 or from the start, so as an unskilled labor, except you have a very unique or specific skill that you brought here. So, and when you come here, you get a job, company might give you their own accommodation to stay. You might live in accommodation camp. This is iCard, one of the most beautiful, one of the biggest in UAE. This is iCard. It is in Musafa in Abu Dhabi. Okay, companies who have a certain amount of employees under a category salary payment, the government of this country mandate them to give them accommodation. And most companies outside the city, always give their employees accommodation in camps outside the city, and it also reduces the population of people in the city. This is inside the camp. This is their toilet, very clean. They clean it every day. I've lived in this camp before, before I now moved to the city. Inside this camp, they have different grade, depends on the area your company puts you. So right now we are in one of the rooms in the camp. So in this particular room, 5 bed is allowed. There are some section in this building, in this camp, where there are 2 people or 3 people. So it depends. So in this one, you guys can arrange your room the way you want it. Just that some things are not allowed to be brought in and some things are not allowed inside, like cooking. That is the area we are also begging the government that, let's see, if it is possible, it should be mandatory for the camps to make provision for everybody to be cooking, because like we from African, we were not comfortable with the Asians food, and so this reason many people are very uncomfortable living in the camp. That's why they move out, and it is expensive. Some people prefer to stay in the camp because they can save money, they can manage their income, and also be able to do projects back home. So we pray that UAE government should look into that, okay, so that people can live as long as they want to live in the camp. Okay, right now I'm taking you to another set of accommodation. This one is we call it bunk bed. Okay, you have this one is a Musafa. That's where I make this video, but sometimes you have this also in the city. It's common in Dubai, anywhere. So why people take this bunk bed? Because it is cheap. Like this one now, the down bed can be 400, depends on the place, while the up one will be 350 or 300. Okay, it's economical. So you have many people, even Indians, Pakistan, living like this. So yeah, also this is normal accommodation in the city, you understand. This is a flat. Okay, depends on the building. Some building is more beautiful than this, so depends on the building. Okay, so in this flat, somebody can take this flat, okay, and rent them room by room out. So somebody can rent a room inside this flat, but you don't have the money to pay for the whole room. So what he does is that because of his level of salary, what he does is that he will do board partition or cutting partition or bunk bed, depending on what the person wants to do with the room. So when they do board partition like this, people will now rent each of the partition. Maybe one of the partition might be 800 or 1000 or 900 dirham, depends on the location, the environment, and depends on the size of the board partition. Okay, so that is how this board partition is. Although UAE government is trying very soon, they want to scrap anything concerning partition, that maybe 3 people can rent one room and stay normal. But and everybody is a stranger and you don't know anybody, so this one make it easy for people to be able to live. Okay, so from here now I am taking you to cutting partition. This is cutting partition. The board partition is more expensive than cutting partition. Why? Because board partition, they can be the same size, but board partition has more privacy. You have your own door, you can lock your room, you can lock your things inside your small partition. But cutting is not like as board partition, because the cutting, the privacy is not that. So if you stay with people who you don't know, you might come back and not find your things. So that is why cutting. But cutting partition is also okay. So sometimes we even have bunk bed in cutting partition. So what I'm trying to say with this video is that this is how we live. This is how we live in UAE. Okay, this is how we live. So when you come, this is how you are going to start. Okay, many people start from bunk bed, some start for board partition, some start for cutting partition. Depends. Some start from company accommodation. Like me, I started from company accommodation. Then from there I moved to city. Okay, some people start from company accommodation, then when they came here they got a low salary job, they did a course. After that course they upgrade themselves and they started earning more money and they get themselves a comfortable place. Some went into business and make more money. Some never even did anything, they just remain in that bunk bed. You understand me? From there they finish all their project back home and they remain in bunk bed. They never went to any partition and they went back home. So that is it.